There we go. Okay, it is Wednesday night. That means, ladies and gentlemen, and anybody else that's actually watching this voluntarily, it is time for 7 Days to Die. With me, as always, we have Shadowstar, who's hosting things.
Good evening.
Yes, we have Dark Preacher. Say hi, Preach.
Hi, Preach.
And we have Berg lurking in the background. What's up, Berg?
Lurking.
Jedko's here. Hey, what's going on, Jedko? I think if we want to go ahead and cut to the chase and start stepping in, I'm going to wait for the word from the Master of Worlds, Mr. Shadowstar.
The start button has been pressed. I'll let you know once I'm in.
Pressing start button now. We had a really good run last stream up until like the last 15 minutes. Then it all hit the wall. So
Everybody started chasing shinies.
yeah, no kidding. Well, I was digging a hole, so whatever. Those treasure map things, I think I'm probably just gonna skip. I did not until I get at least until I get a better skill, because I didn't realize that how big of an area those things are. I'm gonna switch over to. I think I'm joining. I think I can. Once again, YouTube says I am streaming, but numbers are completely wonky. Was it worth the risk? No, it wasn't. Not even close.
Definitely was not worth the risk.
Yeah, no.
Says the man who lost everything.
Yeah. Yeah, so we learned a couple of lessons. Lesson number 1 is that backpacks, when you die and shut down the server... Wait a minute. I'm not sure how much of this is mine. I mean,
That's just what was in the chest that they had everything in.
a lot of it's going to be mine, but, Iron pick? Huh, okay. Yes to the mining helmet, yes to the plant fiber hat. I don't know what that is. It is daytime. Yeah, I have a treasure map that we found that we went to go try and find the said treasure, and it turns out that was a pretty huge area to cover. Yeah, there's like double things in here. There's let me think. I think that's my armor. There's my bandana. Hazmat mask. I remember picking that up. Hey, there's my pants. Let's bring this up real quick. It is daytime, so I'm just gonna leave Now let's see. There's another plant fiber hat. And another plant fiber hat. Don't need the jacket. I probably had. Where's Thought I had some gloves, but I think those must have gotten destroyed from damage. Okay, aloe vera plants. There's some arrows in here. Yeah, crossbow bolts. Those aren't mine. Oh, garden hoe. That's mine. Fertile dirt. I remember digging that up. Okay. There is... Yeah, there are some spare tools and stuff in that chest, Shadowstar.
Okay, I'll look.
There's some stuff I gotta repair, but, yeah, we need more forged iron.
There's some down by the forges downstairs.
Yay, we have multiple forges downstairs.
Yeah, the chest, the left chest, has a bunch of stuff in it.
gonna be a nice setup. Yes, it does. So we click on that. Repair that. That is a whole bunch. I don't have the right stuff for that. Oh, repair kit for the guns, right? I'm not gonna worry about that. Not going to worry about it. Let's see, we got Gabbro and Jedko. Hi, folks. Gabbro, did you get my message on the back end of YouTube? I sent it to you, and I replied to your forum thing. I will eagerly await your response. It seems like my walking speed is pretty slow. Going up those steps. Okay.
Yeah, steps are pretty bad for climbing.
Let's repair that. Epic. I gotta remember. That's plant stuff. We have crushed sand. Get this. Get this. Cloth plant wood. Awesome. Tuna. I think. It's one thing we were going to do is we were going to actually bottle some water, or at least see if we could get the bucket and actually bring some water back. Okay. I'm noticing. Wow.
What?
My CPU is pegged.
That's not good.
Give me just a second here, folks. Reapers, Subnautica, dude. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna exit you because you're eating CPU. Video. Nope. Let's go back to that. Okay, that's at the bottom. I'm just trying to see. Got a whole bunch of things that were eating my CPU. Seems a little better now. Okay. So, one thing that we were working on was a whole bunch of spikes to surround this place. We proposed once upon a time actually making a ladder system and a hatch that went down into this so we could actually just spike in the whole perimeter. We still want to do that, or will that cause a cave-in, or what?
If we did get careful.
Say that again, Shadowstar.
Said if that's what you want to do. The big room down below, the center block has already been swapped out once. Put a hatch there and just start digging down.
Big room downstairs. What block has been swapped out?
I ended up damaging the middle block.
Are you talking about the middle room where all the computers were?
Yeah.
Oh, I see where you're talking about, in the floor. I didn't know if we'd want to do that, or maybe at the bottom of the stairs, like, I'm gonna see what happens if I just make a little bitty 2-block hole right here. It's real quiet on that side. Hang on a sec. Okay.
Preach.
Well, I made it back to town.
Should be better. Okay. Some of the noises in this game can be slightly deafening, like wrenching things, so I've got to turn the game volume down a bit. We've got until day 14. That's gonna when another wave is gonna be. Okay, skill with mining tools is now level something. Let's double check our levels, some things real quick. That's right, I was gonna... Get a bit. Perfect, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna have to do just a little bit of guess digging and see what happens. Man. Go upstairs. I gotta recover some endurance. Jam Zam, what's going on? Mining looks like it takes forever. Depends on what you're going through, actually. That is reinforced concrete. Or, well, it's concrete, so... oh, hey, the garden looks like it's doing pretty good. The concrete going through it takes a bit because it's just so, well, hardened, but, you know, hey, use the brakes. Oh, that reminds me. Every single time I come in, I gotta turn on track, player, whatever. So you made it back alive, Berg?
Aren't you? I'm surprised myself.
Whoops. Gotta get better Sorry about closing that. Let's go back down here. I think this is going to be a couple of layers of concrete, and then past that will hopefully be normal rock, not hardened concrete. We'll see.
One can hope.
Yep.
I got it easy. I'm just digging through sand.
We still have not really solved the water equation. We have, I think, a copious amount of empty jars. We might have to just kind of, I don't know, persuade somebody to go make a run and fill up as many as they can at the lake.
I can do it.
I can do that.
Or Bert can do it.
Sneeze.
Bless you.
Yeah, I think we have a pretty big amount of empty jars already if you check around in some of those chests up there, Berg.
Yeah, there's about 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks.
The chest, the one lone chest by itself on the opposite side of the room, there's more in there.
Alright, now just clear out my inventory and I'll take care of it.
We are using different voice comms. Just go around this evening to test and see how it works. I'm not sure, but I think Berg sounded better on Curse.
Yeah, some people are sounding a bit robot-y to me.
Yeah, well, we'll try it this way this week and see what happens. Maybe we'll switch back next week. This is thrilling and exciting. Not really. No. Tab. Let's see. If I'm going to be down here, I probably want to swap these out. Nope. Okay, yeah, I have 5 points available. I think I was saving it, but... Yep. Stamina degradation. Woo.
If you put a few points into, I think it's Miner 49er, using your pickaxe, shovel, and stuff like that will drain a lot less stamina.
Good. Then I might actually do that. Let's go around. Gabro says, Vagram, I have found it. You have found what? Hey, James Aiken, what's going on? You just got here right about as the interesting stuff happened. I've been smashing rocks with a pick. It's amazing. Oh, wait a minute. This is, Okay. Oh, that is not... It's not an axey thing, that's a picky thing. Okay, I really hope that I don't get back here and end up having the whole tunnel collapse on me, but hey, whatever.
Can you step out front for a minute, Mr. V?
Yeah, hang on a sec. Out front, or outside out front, or what?
Outside the door.
Oh, look, a trench. I can't remember. Were you going to put spikes in this, or what?
Spikes might give them something to stand on.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll destroy their legs, but if we want to do it, this is too wide.
I don't
If
know.
we want to do it on the far side?
I don't know. I think it's just right. Never mind. Yes, too wide, TWO. But what are we going to put in it? Please don't kill me. Ow! That hurt. I deserved it, but that's not the point. What do you want to put in it?
Prefer the big log spikes. I can cut one of these trees down and start making some.
Okay, so, so if they go, does that mean they're going to slope down into it, hit the spikes, and then their legs will get destroyed and they'll get stuck there, or what?
That's what I'm hoping.
Because we don't know if they can climb out without legs, right? That's the question.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. I think it looks amazing. I'm hoping that I can get past that with my little trenchy thing. I mean, my tunnel. Let's hope I don't die. Oh! There goes a tree. Good grief. Okay. Yeah, Jedko says both are sounding better. Okay, so we go in here, I think. Oh, that's rock. Whoa. Okay. If I look at the map, that's as far in as I can zoom. Okay.
Why do I picture half of our building falling down before it's done?
It's not that bad. Okay. I basically found the very edge of the building and then just poked a 2-block tall holes through the side wall. So I'm already out in the dirt on the side lawn, basically. That same side I think that you're on. And if I go all the way to the end of this tunnel, let's see. I think I'm just about under the fence.
The trench is 2 blocks deep. So you'll have to be more than 2 blocks below ground.
Oh, I'm at the bottom of the stairs on the same level as where the that big technical room was.
Then you shouldn't have an issue.
So, I mean, there's a lot of layers of blocks above my head. Which is terrifying, but that's not the point. Keep going to the fire axe. I'm going to fire axe this rock to bits. Hey, the gamer 344, what's going on? How are ya? Okay, so yeah, I've got this kind of weird shaped tunnel thing. It actually, it came out really good. I'm not sure how easy it's gonna be to put a ladder at the end of this, but whatever. Whoops. Wrong kill. Okay, Hey, Shadowstar. Do you have player tracking
Yeah.
turned on?
I do not. Let me turn it on.
Try and find me. I'm doing really good, Gamer344. Really good, actually. We are playing 7 Days to Die this evening. And I think you're, like, really close to right above me. Yep. Yeah, it shows you're right above me on the map, basically.
Yeah.
So that's where I am right now. Do I need to keep going?
If you keep going and veer slightly to the southwest, you might actually end up in the shopping mall where we started, the store.
Really? Okay, it's weird. I'm digging in a straight line right now, or as close to a straight line as will allow. I need to repair again, real quick though. Yeah, we're doing 7 Days to Die this evening, and every Wednesday night, and hoping it will be a bit less death-ridden than it was last week.
The word die is in the title of the game.
Oh yeah. We have no. Yep, but I mean, last week the deaths that we did have, basically, could have been avoided very easily.
Not gonna argue with you.
Okay. So now, I wonder if I should just poke up or if I should go all the way over to that other store. That's a long tunnel. I mean, I figure we just poke up a ladder here or something, right?
That's what you want to do. I don't know how far out you are.
Whoa! I just made a hole. Oh, I'm under a tree stump or something, I think.
No, that's one of the spikes.
Seriously? I thought you said I was farther out than that. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Where was I? Okay, we're gonna have to... Is there such a thing as filling holes back in?
Yeah, I can do it.
How do you do it? Uh-oh. Preacher says...
I may...
Oh, Preacher died. Andy says, oh, hooray, no root error in Discord. Okay. So, Preacher can't talk.
We can move over to curse if it's not an issue.
Hang on a sec. Oh, okay.
I'm dying.
How are you dying?
I fell in the hole and cut myself on a spike.
Oh. Oh, that's an actual spike in the pit. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there like a wrench, but for dirt? Or do I need to actually make some stone blocks or something?
I got some sand being made to refill it.
I have some crushed sand. Is that a thing?
Uses crushed sand. You can make regular sand, which can be placed back in the world.
Oh, okay. I'm going to make some of that myself then. I've got 25 worth on me, so. Looks cool with a K, says Montana Rodriguez.
I get 4,000 crushed sand on me after digging the trench.
Good grief.
Well, I am now cooking water.
Preach, you still show as being in Discord. Do you need to get bumped out, or what? I'm hoping, I don't know. It is dark down here. Okay. Shadowstar, you want to see if you can get a voice call started on Curse?
Yep.
I'm actually going to go ahead and drop out of Discord and wait for the call. There we go. Where did I put the game? There it is. Oops. I'm trying to get things straightened up here, folks. Bear with me just a minute. Okay. I'm gonna keep... On to him. Again. Making the tunnel longer. I want to go past the spike pit. Apparently I wasn't where I wanted to be. There we go. Aha, that's what I'm waiting for.
Are we working?
I'm here.
So
So-
far, so good. Yeah, I have no clue what happened on my end. I just all of a sudden kept getting a no route error.
It happens sometimes.
Oh, there we go. Okay, come on. Okay. I think this tunnel slopes down, but I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I'm not as deep in the tunnel as I thought I was, Jedko. I'm deep enough to go under the trench, but I didn't go as far out as I thought I had gone. So I'm going to keep on extending it. And the theory is that basically zombies can't use hatches. Can they use ladders, Shadowstar?
Not that I'm aware of.
So we are going to try and see if we can make an an entrance that uses a flat hatch, kind of like a trapdoor, and a ladder down, and the zombies basically won't be able to break it down. Then we can just barricade the entire rest of the base off, no normal front door, and it will be secure in theory. Hi.
Hi.
Is that good enough?
I have a little bit of a tunnel dug over here. I thought I was lined up with you, but I guess I was one block off.
Actually... Okay, let's do... Are we doing... Are you filling that in, or what? Where are
The one up above, I'm filling in.
Oh, okay. So why up here?
Because it's far enough out, and this is all dirt and not sand, so it's a little bit more stable.
Okay, I think... Basically, I think that's our exit. Go upstairs. Ooh, turn the stupid helmet off. Crushed sand. That is not. That is the right thing. That. Let's see. We open this up. We scrap it. We take this down here and put it in one of our forges. Small stone of cement. Wait a minute, what?
The right forge I'm using for making cement.
Oh, I did not realize that the forge could do that, I guess.
Well, it makes the base cement that you put in the mixer with other things that make the actual cement.
It makes the cement to make the concrete, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, surprise, no deaths yet. So far. We're barely 40 minutes in. And we've got, what, about an hour and a half till nightfall. We'll see what happens in nightfall. Okay, I'm going to go out here. So you have a temporary wooden frame to get across the thing. Okay. I was about to say, I wanted to see what you were doing with this. So you're going to use concrete here or what? What happened?
It fell down.
Do I need to go get it?
No, it broke. I'll make another one.
Oh. Was that the actual hatch or what?
Yeah.
Will it not stay in place?
Apparently it needs to be on the bottom of the block.
That's a little weird. Do we want, can we, That means in
I don't have
theory...
any... I need wood on me to make ladders.
Oh. I'm gonna go
I
get
can grab the wood.
well, we need some more wood anyway. I'm gonna whip down here and get some more. Oh, wait a minute. No, we got this house that we collapsed right over here. There's loads of wood right in front of us. So that my worry about that is that one block down. Does that mean that we could have a zombie standing on that when we open it?
Theoretically. single building to have the hatch in.
Well, I mean, that still means that we've got a building with a front door that is...
Attackable by zombies.
Yeah, so it kind of eliminates the entire point.
I don't know why it won't sit up higher.
Okay. I've got some wood. Are you still down there?
No, I'll be back over there in a moment.
Okay. Let me go back to hacking up some wood then. Oh, no, there you are. Okay.
Ah,
What's up?
I hit the wrong button and removed the frame under my feet.
Uh-oh. Wood? Can you? You get it?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So they can't use the hatch. That's at least one good thing. And if they can, we don't know if they're going to be able to use ladders or fall down the hole, so... Does it have to connect on, like, all four sides, or what?
There. Wooden hatch works. The scrap iron hatch won't.
That seems like a bug. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, see, this door right here, we want to completely block up if we can, or at least spike in as much as possible. So the maybe we leave the door there, but we have the pit and the spikes and a tract. We just put a barricade behind it or something like that, you know. That's the idea. We want to try and reinforce it and make it as hard for the zombies to find a failure point, a single failure point like a door to get in as possible. Gonna need some torches. 'Cause that there tunnel is dark. Wow. Okay. There's a flashlight. Interesting. Okay, what do I need for tools and traps? Nope. Okay, a lump of coal and some wood. Hey, there you go. Put that there. Make some torches. Gabro asks what the death count is so far. I'll be able to tell you. Hang on just a minute. I can actually bring up the player's screen. I lead with 6 deaths. Berg and Preacher are tied for second place with 4, and Shadow Star's only had 2. Ooh, you're due, bud.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Altogether since I started playing, I mean, yep. So there's the death count so far. You also see Shadow Star is by far in the lead on zombie kills. By far. I know nothing about this game. I'll have to check the Steam store description, says Bitmancer. Yeah, Jam Zam, he tried that initially, having one block up as a backstop to put the actual hatch on, the metal hatch, but it just fell for some reason.
Having the ladder underneath gives it something to rest on.
Oh, okay.
So I got a scrap iron hatch there now that's been upgraded.
Shadowstar looks a little like Norman Reedus. Mr. Dog Daytona says, hello, hi, how are you? Okay. Let's put that away. Ooh, that's bright. And can I do...
Need me to dig us into a shallower slope?
dig what into a shallower slope? Whoops. There we go. We got some torches down here so it's not pitch black. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I just redug it.
Yeah. So, okay. We can see zombies, but they can't fall through that little cracky thing, right? Ah. No? So, okay. It is not the best, but it will do. I think it's the best we're actually going to get. There we go. Very cool. Oh, hey, Preach. I'm after you. I'm
Looks
after
good.
you. Yeah, let me get out of your way, and you can actually check it out yourself if you want to. Uh-oh. Nighttime. You know what to say. Nighttime is the wrong time. Okay. So that is one thing checked off the list. Let's put the crushed sand in there. Let's put that in there. We have some wood, but not a lot of wood. Wayne Williams is subscribed.
I have a bunch on me.
You have a lot of wood on you?
Yeah, just over 1,000.
I think I hear noises.
That's preaching me gardening.
Oh, I thought I heard a kind of a, I don't know, screechy noise.
I heard the growl too.
Yeah. Oh, I can go down here. That's right. I forgot about this. Oop. Oop. Ooh, that is menacing. Wow. Like Hadrian's
What's that?
Wall, but a pit. So it's...
Oh, yeah,
not-
I'm also running sandbags around the other side, so they'll climb over the sandbags and fall even further.
Oh, so you're... Oh, wow. So you're going to have sandbags coming from outside to in. It's going to be sandbags, then a pit with spikes in it. Then they're going to go up, and then just normal ground level spikes.
Yeah,
Good God.
we want to be efficient.
That is going to be awesome.
The nice thing about sandbags is they can be picked up, so
That's
we can
good.
move them as we need them.
Let's see. What are your plans for bases? Well, I mean, right now, Mr. Dog Daytona, we started out there as a grocery store way over there, that way. There's a grocery store, a Shamway store. That's one of the first places we kind of gravitated towards. And then we saw this place, which has kind of fortified bunker stuff underground already. So it gives us more space, plus it has a fence line and yada, yada, yada. So we're probably going to start reinforcing all of this outside wall, I think, slowly. You were working on concrete watch posts at the corners, right? Watchtowers? Yeah, so like over there in that corner, there is actually a watchtower that's concrete form. We're going to have one of those in each of the 4 corners. And we are basically going to block off this front door as much as possible and spike it in so that that hatch that we just made is the only way in and out. Zombies can't use the hatch. They can't use the ladder. Hopefully they can't use the ladder. We know they can't use the hatch. And do we know they can't use the hatch?
As of last version of the game, they could not use the hatch.
They can't use it or attack it because they can't attack down.
Correct.
Right. Okay, so we're basically exploiting a hole in game mechanics. But that's fine. So yeah, we've got several rows, at least 3 rows of spikes pretty much all the way around. I think there's a couple of places we need to beef them up, but that's fine. So that little walkover bridge will get hacked. That little walkover block will get basically broken, and
Well,
we'll
they
make
can just be picked up as needed.
Yeah, so we could pick it up and put it back down as we need to. We could put it back down in the daytime to go in and out real quick. I tell you what, man, I really wish that lava was a thing in this game, but yeah, I'd fill that trench. I'd fill that trench with it real quick.
Tar.
Ooh,
Tar and flaming arrows.
that could be cool. Wait a minute, is that a thing?
Sadly, no.
Dang it!
And you can't pour gas out or anything, so it's not like you can fill it with gasoline.
That's when I start looking at all those delicious mods out there in the modding community. Okay. Hop down off of here. Morse code, Berg. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna have these little things. These are gonna be cool once we get them set up. Watchtowers, corners.
Yeah, I need to go get the concrete mix out and into the mixer.
Remind me, the mixer's not in the basement, right? That's somewhere else?
No, it's
No, it's
right
outside.
outside.
Yeah, it's
It's in that little fenced area,
in the yard, right?
the inner fence.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Cool. Like, this was a door. We blocked it in because we wanted to minimize, if stuff got inside the fence line, we wanted to minimize the number of doorways downstairs or into these buildings. There's another door over here that we blocked in right here. We barricaded up all the windows at low levels. Some of the higher ones are still open up, but this door is basically the only way into the building complex other than that outside hatch. Yeah, that hatch is still visible from up here on the second floor, so I mean, did we lose the sniper rifle, the hunting rifle?
Yeah,
Crap.
it was just I had it on me.
Okay. We're gonna have to find or make a new one. But yeah, we still got lots of space for more storage, for more, I don't know, machines, if there are more machines. I don't think there are, but I'm not sure.
There's a workbench, but that's about it.
Yeah. Had a subscriber. Crap, missed it. Who was it? Game is like an advanced Minecraft game. I don't know. It's actually advanced in some ways. It's more primitive in other ways, Montana, because there are some like what I kind of count
Glaring
as
bugs.
yes, very glaring bugs in the game at various points that seem like, you know, and there's other stuff like we find whole engines and we find gasoline, and it doesn't seem like it seems like there's a lot of parts and stuff that don't have purpose yet. So I think it's still very much being worked on.
Well, with the engines and stuff, you can make chainsaws, augers, and even a mini bike.
But I mean, if I'm getting an engine out of a car, I would hope that maybe I could make like a generator and power some stuff, like lighting, or I don't know what, you know?
Yeah, we have all this cabling too, so.
Yeah, exactly. We have cabling, we have like springs and stuff. Yes, you can make the like chainsaws and whatnot, and that could be very cool. What, do the chainsaws require fuel or what? Is that what the gas is for?
Yeah. They do need fuel.
See, I think it would be cool if we could actually get the gas and make a flamethrower. It'd be awesome.
Of course you'd want a flamethrower.
Of course I'd want a flamethrower. That's...
Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't want a flamethrower? Exactly.
That is Dark Preacher outside the fence line. Okay. Boink, boink. Let's see. The last time the zombie horde came by, they came from...
The wrong way.
What was it? The northeast? No. Came from the east, right?
Southeast, I think, because they got stuck in that building down there.
Yeah, the police
It was
station.
to the east.
Yeah, it was to the east. They basically got stuck. Oh, we have a zombie over here. There was some. Ooh, that looks kind of fresh. Well, fresh within respect to zombies. Basically, a big structure right over there, the police station. They decided that they were going to find us by way of the police station bathroom. And I'm kind of okay with this. Oh, I need water. Oopsie. Because it bottled them up all in one place. The problem is it bottled them up all in one place. So we ended up in a situation where we kind of got overrun. When we found them, we started attacking them, and because they were all together, we kind of got our butts handed to us. Well, I did. Let me put it that way. So yeah, that's the one thing I'm a little worried about. I'm wondering if it's going to be one big swat of zombies, or if they're going to get stuck on a building again. It's little waves, but they're going to get stuck on a building again, etc., etc. That's what I'm kind of curious about. Gabbro! Donation of £5. That sounds very, very heavy. I'm not sure if I can carry it, that Gabbro. It's a money joke. Thank you very much, Gabbro. Gabbro says, Bigger, you're an excellent YouTuber and streamer. Wish I could donate more. Thank you very much. I appreciate it greatly. Based upon the fact that we just had to shell out $300 to fix our air conditioner for the car, because if we don't, we'll die of heat stroke here in Texas. I'm not joking about that. The heat stroke part. I appreciate all the donations. It seems like the non-Horde Knights are kind of quiet.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go see if I can get some more wood out of this house. Mexican DJ, thank you very much for subscribing.
I told you I can up the difficulty, plus that trench is probably gonna attract quite a few zombies.
No, I kind of look at it as you have prep time for the really, really horrible Horde Knights. That's what I suspect. Because they're supposed to get worse and worse, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not gonna press my luck too much. Bitmancer says, I was just about to ask if electric generators were a thing in this game. Basically, we have these floodlight things that are created with car headlights, but they don't really use power, right? Am I
Yeah,
remember?
they don't use anything.
Yeah, they're just
You'd
kind of
think
like
you'd have to
freebies.
toss fuel in them or something to.
Yeah.
Nah.
Because, I mean, we have coal. Coal is a resource that we actually have and come across. Yeah, I was about to say, Ferg, see which way I'm looking?
Yeah.
There's one wandering away from us over there. Yeah,
Yeah, I seen him. That's why I came over here.
yeah, don't go pissing him off, but, you know, just keep an eye on that direction. Ferg's covering me.
Yeah. You're doomed.
What's he covering you with?
Anxiety.
Is that what that smell was?
Okay, move a little bit. I don't want to hit you with an axe. Thank you. I am done. I'm not going to take this dumb platform down. We can do that later. Hi, Preach.
Hello.
So yeah, right now we have this door and it's usable, but I expect we're gonna have to figure out by the night of the 14th if we want to actually keep it or block it up completely and use the hatch to 100%. We'll see.
Well, it'd be a good test to block it up and
See if they still
see
go
if
for
they
it.
go after the creek. Go after the
Actually, yeah.
match.
I tell you what,
I
guys.
can't English.
I can't English. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and put spikes in front of the door, so don't use the front door anymore. Okay?
Gotcha.
Now these are not fancy loggy things. They're just like spikes, but we already had them made. May as well put them to use. Okay.
I
I
hear
am.
somebody bleeding out.
Who's bleeding out? Am I?
Me.
Well, go get a bandage, man.
Yeah, I don't know where. I see car parts. I don't know where bandages are. You're gonna have to help him. You can get cloth and make a bandage. I think we have aloe vera too. Okay. Let's see. Building. Let's see what that does. Let's see. Samuel Davidson says, I had lived in Las Vegas for 7 years. It does not get hot there, but it's different than other areas due to Vegas. It's a dry heat. Other areas have humidity. Yeah. What are the tokens or the coins for? That's a good question. Mexican DJ is asking what the tokens or coins are for. Where are you seeing that, DJ?
They're in a chest.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure.
For now, you scrap them, but apparently in one of the next updates, they're adding a bandit faction and traders, and they're used as currency.
Okay, well, there you go. There's your answer, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there's a solid wall barricade behind said door if they decided they want to go for it. They are going to at least have to go through a solid object in order to get there.
Could you have picked a shoddier looking wood?
Yes, I probably could have. In this game, I'm quite sure, plenty of uglier textures available.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm gonna put this in Le Smeltery. And
probably gonna go hunting in the morning or run low on food.
Uh-oh. Are we?
Yeah, I think so. Is it daylight yet?
Iron 40.
So, not long. My food is at 26%. Oh, my goodness.
Mine's at 3.
Mine's at 8.
Oh, dear.
Mine's at 67, but I've been eating yucca fruit.
We
It
have
only gives you like 9.
we have some corn. We have some shamway sandwiches. I'm gonna just eat. I'm gonna buckle under and eat corn.
I think in the fireplace there's some bacon and eggs. Unless someone took it.
Ooh.
There's one bacon and egg in there.
Okay. I'm good, actually. Thank you. We have a couple of old shamway sandwiches. We have some corn, just raw corn.
I'm making corn on the cob right now.
Can we pick any more of this? I think we can, right? Oh, no.
I just picked some corn.
Okay, yeah. Never mind, then. Okay. Once on the day of the 14th, I would like to have at least some. We don't have to have the full towers set up, but I would at least like to have some rudimentary platforms set up on the 4 corners, so we can do some better spotting the night of the 14th. Because I don't think we're going to get lucky second time with them getting stuck up on a building.
Probably not. I'm working on the perimeter fence at the moment.
Okay, awesome, thank you. Bitmancer says, I actually think the butt ugly textures are going to keep me from playing this game. Too bleak for me.
Welcome to the apocalypse.
Yeah, welcome to the apocalypse. Actually, that's one of the problems that I had with Mad Max, the Mad Max game that came out last year. I really liked that game. It had a lot of great mechanics, except for, the fact that it was, first off, so bleak. It was so dismal. It was such a, and I mean, this is the colorblind guy saying this. The palette really needed some difference, and the textures really needed some difference. Problem number 2 is that a lot of the content was very, very repetitive. You're doing the same thing over and over again, just in slightly different areas with slightly better equipped guys on the other end of your barrel. So it's like, it didn't really do a lot for me. So yeah, I did like the game. However, a lot of people complained that the colors were a bit too bleak for a lot of people's tastes. I love the floating floating torches. It's hilarious. Hilariously glitchy. There we go. Okay. Oh, ran out of metal. Mexican DJ, you say you cannot wait. I love zombie games. Awesome, says Demon Ferris. Hey, Damon, what's going on? Welcome to 7 Days to Die. Mexican DJ says, I can't wait for this game in console. What console? I'm curious. I would be curious to know. Okay, I'm going to leave those blocks plugged up.
What you'll probably even be more curious to know is who's porting it to console.
Who is porting it to console, actually? That is a good question.
Telltale Games.
Really? Maybe it'll be less hilariously buggy. Okay, I knocked the game. However, the core functionality does work. The core point to this game does actually work just fine. So I can't really knock it too much, you know? It's like, I get it, but you can only be so picky about things. Okay, let's do this. That is a bad idea. Always keep your weapon on your hotbar. Let's swap real quick. I'm going to put you over there on 7. I am going to get some dirt. And I'm going to expand the garden because we need to desperately.
Who needs to eat?
Minor technicality. We got rotten Shamway sandwiches for days. Oh, I see. Okay, the fertilized dirt acts like the sand. Same thing. Get it. Samuel Davidson says, "Night, guys. Have fun and try not to die. Keep sharp objects away from Berg. He might accidentally stab himself." Yeah, Bitmancer says, "I get it. It's post-apocalyptic. There are some otherwise very cool-looking games I've passed on because of the gloomy-looking visuals, the whole Dark Souls series." I actually understand that, Bitmancer. I don't go for colors. I go for differences in patterns, textures, contrast, and there have even been some games that I thought may be interesting in feature, but just weren't diverse enough in terms of their texture, or their texture and, you know, resource pack that they were using. Basically, their not just their color palette, but, you know, how they textured the world, so to speak. No. Oh, there we go. More concrete. So yeah, I actually do understand that. Oh, Mexican DJ says PS4 is the one he's looking forward to. Very cool. Very cool. It's funny, there's, what was that?
Who had the blood
Me.
loss?
That's Berg. What are you shooting at?
Some zombies.
I hope you're okay. Don't forget, you can't use the front door. That thing will attract zombies for like 6 miles around. It's crazy. So, yeah, console-wise, I still have an Xbox 360. I use it as a media center, primarily. You know, watching like Netflix and Amazon. I don't actually play a lot of console games. There's upgraded systems coming out later this year. There's an upgraded PS4 that's going to support 4K visuals and 4K Blu-ray and stuff like that. There's Xbox One that's going to have a new version that they're going to bring out. Oh, also at some point, I think I leveled up. I did. Okay, you said there was a minor 49er.
Minor 49ers, I think it's called.
Minor 69er. That's hilarious. Do 20% more block damage with mining tools and use 10% less stamina per swing per rank. Okay, I'm gonna save up points for that. That's 10 per, basically.
Yeah, I got 1 rank in it, and I never run out of stamina when using my pickaxe or anything.
Yeah. There we go. So now I need to deal with little bits of concrete in this block. So yeah, I don't know now. Normally I would get, you know, I've kind of, in previous generations, I preferred the Xbox over the PlayStation, mostly because of, it's not about game titles to play. Usually, for me, it's not about game titles, because I'm not very good when it comes to, like, shooter mechanics and a controller. I really need a mouse and keyboard, but, there's a lot of compelling features on the PS4, and they haven't really, Microsoft hasn't said much about the new Xbox One S or whatever it's going to be. So the new Scorpio platform. It's going to be basically a half-step upgrade. So I don't know. I'm still kind of waiting to see. Gavro says, I've just recently got into Dark Souls 2. It's gloomy, but has some amazing looking environments. Bitmancer says, yeah, all my friends that come from the unfair NES game generation keep telling me the Dark Souls series is awesome. Yeah, see, there were some games in the old NES and Super NES days that were brutally hard. And I was a Sega Genesis kid. I remember actually having fun and not being punished for having fun. So, you know, I guess to each their own. It is... Is that concrete or is that... Nothing. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay. It is very deceptive what's concrete and what's not. Yeah, when I was growing up, I had friends that had the Super Nintendo. And I thought, well, hey, if they have a Super Nintendo, I'll get the other one. And they could come over and play Sega at my house. I could go over to their house and play Super Nintendo. And so I got a Sega Genesis and got some of the games of the Sega Genesis. And I absolutely loved that thing. And I invite my friend over, and he brings his Super Nintendo cartridges over and realizes I have a Sega Genesis. And that friend literally stopped talking to me because I was basically the enemy. I was working for the other side at that point. I was a console fanboy, but I was Sega fanboy, you know? So I remember being really confused and brokenhearted about that when I was a kid. That I didn't get that.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Okay, I need to repair this before I can go any further. Yeah, I figured if he had Super Nintendo, we could go over to his house some days and play his games. And I had Sega Genesis, he could come over and play some of my games. We could experience, effectively, the best of both worlds. That's not the way it worked in his mind, though. It was like, pick a side or else, you know? It's like, that really confused me. I did not really understand that. Okay, we are an hour and 20 minutes into the stream, guys. Dead deer. Did you find a deer?
I found 2.
Yay. Yeah, pretty much the same here, Vagram, though the Genesis was called the Master System. No, the Master System was before the Genesis, I think. Wait a minute. No, you're right. It was the Master System in the UK, the Genesis here. I was thinking about the Dreamcast. Yeah, because I went Sega Genesis, I went Saturn, then Dreamcast. Not Dreamcast, I was thinking Saturn. I went, Genesis, Saturn, Dreamcast. I went that line until, and I mean, the Dreamcast was basically had the same computing power as a PS3, and most people don't realize that. That's why the thing was more expensive. It was way ahead of its time. But because it was so expensive, it didn't sell very well. Numbers did poorly. Marketing did poorly, etc., etc. So,
That's a fair.
Well, that and they didn't have the game set up to go for it right either.
yeah, they only had like 5 or 6 titles for the first 6 months of the game on a console. Shadowstar, did you find a bear?
I found a bear.
Did it find you yet?
No.
Okay. Don't let it. My thought.
Yeah, I'm quite aware on that one.
I'm trying. Come on, pickaxe. A little bit more. There we go. And I think I can go. And then we get this. Kill that.
We are almost at a point where we need another weapons parts chest.
Yeah, I was going to ask if anybody else had been putting points into weapons stuff. I've been putting points into pistols and shotguns. Oh yeah, Jedco says the only thing as a family we had was an old Atari 2600. When I was a kid, way back in the dark ages, my dad suddenly came home one day with this weird thing called an Atari that was he bought from Sears. My mom rolled her eyes and said, "Yes, dear, whatever." And it was an Atari 2600. It was the old black console thing with the switches across the top of it, and you could stick the cartridges into it. It had a couple of, just the standard joystick with the one button, and we played games like Combat, and I was great at Combat. I kicked my brother's butts at Combat constantly. I remember the 2600. Then we had an Atari 800. We got an Atari 1040 ST. Most people don't even know about that platform. And it was an amazing thing, but I mean, it was so niche and so small of a market that you couldn't find software for them, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, that was pre-PCs really being super common. Whoop, okay. Yeah, if we can get a whole bunch of this dirt, I've got 22 units of fertilized earth. If we can plant a whole bunch of this, we can get a really big garden going. Who the hell is helping me? Preacher is. God, I wish characters were more visible. I mean, more unique. Okay.
Well, just remember, I'm wearing the red pants so the zombies don't see me bleed.
That doesn't help me.
Oh, right. Colorblind.
But yeah, I remember the old Atari system. We had an Atari 2600, we had an 800, we had a 1040 ST. We then switched over, and I got a Sega Genesis, and consoles were kind of the new thing. Right about the time I got a PC, so I was playing some PC games alongside, my console, and that was way back in the days of modems and BBSs. Yep, yeah, I had a friend that had a Commodore, Gabbro.
I used to help run a BBS.
Yeah, I actually did too. We had a second phone line here at the house, and I ran a little BBS. It was fun. Yeah. My first console was a ColecoVision, says Gabbro. Shows my age. Yeah, Neil Pert says...
I played one of those.
What, a ColecoVision?
Yeah.
Neil Pert says there are two Master Systems and a Sega Genesis with 16-bit, which was called Mega Drive in the UK. That's what it was. The Master System was the 8-bit system, right? And then the Mega Drive was the Genesis version. That's the way it was. I always get it confused. Still got my Mega Drive, an old Speedball. I play Speedball on it sometimes, says Neil Pert. Atari 800 XL, no hard drive. Yep, I remember that one. We had the 800 before the XL came out. The XL was the nicer model. But yeah. Yeah, in the US it went Sega Master System, Genesis, Sega CD, Saturn, Dreamcast. Yep. My brother always got pissed and hid the game cartridges when my mom and I would play and crush his high scores. My wife, how she loves to torture her poor brother.
My brother used to just hit me in the arm.
Gonna go ahead.
You ever been whacked in the head with an NES controller?
Okay.
Those things hurt.
No? There we go. That's where the concrete is. It's kind of confusing. You'll put down a chunk of dirt and it'll be surrounded by concrete texture. I don't really get that. Now we got 3 people working on this. Good grief. I've been working on the railroad. Oh, yeah, wrong song. Never mind. Used to be a sysop on a BBS. I loved door games. Yep, I had some door games on mine. There was one that was actually called. There was a whole game that I had a bulletin board system here in Houston that was called the Blue and the Gray, and it was based around the Civil War, American Civil War. And when you connected to it first time, you could sign up to what side of the war you wanted to be on, and you got rations. I mean, not rations, but what they call pay script. Every couple of days or weeks or whatever, it's like every real-time day, and you could gamble those. You could gamble rank if you wanted to. It was really, really in-depth and crazy, and it was a cool board. It was run here out of Houston. It was really fun. Actually, I tell you what, while you are picking that, I'm going to go through and make sure all of this. Okay, we have a lot of planting space now. I'm going to go find some seeds. Thank you very much, everybody, for helping.
One of the crates has one.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Top one to the left of the fire, I believe.
That's medicine. Oh, wait a minute. Top one left of the fire, duh.
Your military left, Bagram.
Yeah, no kidding. Cotton seeds, there's goldenrod. I'm not sure what that's good for.
Making
Goldenrod is good for making goldenrod tea.
Okay. There's goldenrod flour, sorry. We don't have seeds for that. Oh, wait a minute. We had potato seeds. What? Blueberry and cotton. Okay, so we can put you there.
We have tons of coffee beans.
That is true, and coffee is actually really good for stamina regeneration. Wonderful for that stuff. Okay, I got some stuff planted.
Horrible for your thirst, though.
Do what?
Coffee, horrible for your thirst.
Yes, it is. Plant fibers. Oh, wait a minute. Whole bunch of wood. A bunch of stone. Dirt. Wow, that is a lot of crushed sand. I'm going to turn some of this into normal sand.
That was from digging the trench.
Yep. Ooh, that'll get us a whole bunch. Okay. Yeah, he deserved it, says John. I first was an NES Duck Hunt Super Mario Brothers person, says Montana. Yeah. I still have Rob the Robot somewhere. Wow, I remember Rob the Robot. That was the one you would plug in and make it do stuff, right? One of the most useless peripherals ever invented, right up there with the Power Glove. I had a friend that had the Power Glove, and he was actually kind of good at using it in games, which drove me absolutely mad. Where are we putting? That's car parts. That's clothing. Iron can go in there. Okay. Okay, unfortunately, looks like I'm going to have to subsist on some Shamway sandwiches again.
There's some meat and stuff I just cooked up on the fire.
Oh, now you tell me.
Bacon and eggs in the fire.
Okay. I'm putting that grody sandwich back in. Oh, there we go. Okay, awesome. Put the extras in there. Nope. Wow, it looks like we have a ton of water now. That's awesome. Whoop. There we go. Okay. There was one U.S. Civil War game I remember called North and the South on the Amiga. Ooh, I had a friend called that had an Amiga. He was one of those special friends that was kind of crazy. Yeah, he had an Amiga. He was kind of weird. Seems like all the kids I knew that had Amigas were weird kids. Sorry. Yeah, we had a bulletin board system down here called the Blue and the Gray that was very, very cool. We had another one for the local computer users club. They had like 12 or 16 phone lines going into it. Oh gosh, what was it? PAL PC or Houston area PC. Can't remember. Anyway, it was a Houston area PC users group or something like that. But it was a pretty big group. How much sand am I? Oh, so much sand. I'm gonna go get some more of this dirt to put in place. Actually. I'm gonna get rid of the concrete first. It's easier to tell. So, but yeah, there was actually a pretty big modem BBS culture here in Houston for a while. Until I remember there was a point where suddenly, oh yes, awesome. One of the local bulletin boards started getting something called Usenet feeds. And they would get feeds from Usenet, from parts of the internet, where you could browse news groups and read articles and all this stuff that was getting posted by other people. Stuff from, newspapers from all the way across the world. It was just mind-blowing stuff at the time. Way before the advent of the internet itself actually being that common. Excuse me, sneezy.
You okay there?
Oh. Oh, tool needs repairing. Woo-hoo. I'm getting very good at destroying tools.
Another watch post or tower platform set up.
Awesome, thank you, sir. Whoops. I think we have gone through. Is somebody burning some shoes as fuel? Oh, hilarious. I think we've gone through all our forged iron, guys. Unless it got moved upstairs.
I'm tearing apart a car now.
We have a lot of stuff that we could strip down. Let's see. Oh, actually, I'm gonna put that in there and take this. Chainsaw blade, that's interesting, very cool. We have a whole bunch of those. We can scrap. Yeah. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I was working on this part down here. Okay. Charles Sullivan says hi. Hi, Charles. What's going on? We are trying to expand the garden here in 7 Days to Die while waiting for the zombies to kill us. Yeah, you're right. This Miner 49er thing is awesome. Alfie Dosba, thank you very much for subscribing. You won't regret it. There we go. Exciting and scintillating. Somebody's got to do it. So yeah, I do remember the days that I first saw Usenet feeds coming in from different bulletin boards. They'd come over the system called FidoNet, and they would pass along the feeds down the line. One board would get it, and they would dial another board in the middle of the night automatically and update their Usenet feeds, and then that board would dial another board and pass it on. This really elaborate automated system they had going on. And it was very cool because it was so just advanced for the time. Okay, so much garden space. What happened? Oh, you can only have rows that way. What? Whatever. The gardening system in this game is so out of whack. I do wonder if it would behoove us to go out and try and explore some more houses. Nearby, maybe. What the heck? We have a new thing. Workbench. Oh, wow. Half concrete block. Oh, we can make slabs, finally. Adobe. Animal hide stuff. An old bed. An air filter landmine? What?
Yeah, you can make landmines.
Oh, that sounds epic.
Until you step on one yourself.
Well, sure, but I mean, you know, nobody said I was ever full of genius. I think I leveled up again. What the heck and a half? Okay. Tools. Let's see. Tool smithing. Please. Okay. You can make a camo netting. Wow. I wonder if the camo netting actually does anything other than look neat.
Doesn't do anything against zombies.
Crap.
It's more for PvP.
Oh, okay. Commercial toilet. Ooh. Berg, you won't have to go in the corner anymore.
Yay!
Corn seed, cotton seeds, desk safe. Okay. A fridge bottom, and I don't know what good that is. Flags downstairs. Wow, there's a lot more stuff that you can make in that thing. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Going the wrong way. Gotta go down here. This is the front door now. Tunnel. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I'm just gonna go this way a little bit and see what I can find. Steel arrow. Whoop. We have one of those ladies in a nightgown that's heading for the house.
Killer.
Whoop.
Behind you.
We got lots, actually.
If I had my sniper rifle.
Okay, let's see what they do to the hatch. I'm actually going to stand under it. Uh-oh. I hear a swinging noise.
Yeah, they're swinging on top of the hatch.
They're hitting it.
I don't think they're hitting it. This is loud. Did somebody attack one?
I attacked 2.
I've been attacking them too.
I'm gonna loot one from below.
Test, hold on, don't shoot it. Let them test the spike pit.
Are they off the hatch?
Yeah.
Oh, that is gross. Oh, it's raining zombie down here. Sick, man. Warn a guy first.
Don't come out yet.
I'm just gonna steal this sandwich off of this one. Ugh, grody. Yes, I know it's a term that died in the 80s. I don't care. It's appropriate.
There seems to be a lot of zombies out here now.
Yeah, Jedko says Hogan's Heroes are not. That's a callback to a great show. Hey, what's going on, Charles Sullivan? Yeah, let me know when they're off the hatch.
You're clear. But we have a very small horde coming this way.
That was a screamer.
What was the screamer? The one that... Did you just kill one?
I shot it. I don't know if it's gonna get back up. And I got 1 arrow left.
I have feathers.
I got wooden rods. Not the feathers. Quit shooting the bricks. I gotta repair those.
Okay, that was productive. Oh, God, the noises. Ugh. Ugh.
Blurt.
Exactly. Ugh. Okay. Ooh, what? Where?
Anyone notice the new addition over the door?
I'm not near the door. Which door? The break door or the real door?
The real door into the base.
Ugh. That noise. Ugh.
There's a lot of splatting sounds coming from out there.
Okay, I just checked that. from an air conditioner. Okay, we're hacking up zombies, and Bitmancer says it sounds like Saturday night in a university dorm.
I don't
That's
know
pretty
what
good.
uni he went to.
I know, right? This is the police station that they were trying to dig their way through. The last time on day 7, basically the evening of day 7. Zombie. Honey. Thought I heard something, but I didn't. And this is the aforementioned hole they tried to make into the bathroom, right here. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, duct tape. Okay. 3 cars totally taken apart. I am coming back with a whole bunch of scrap metal. Go over here and come in through the hatch, through our tunnel. Oh, wait a minute. Go in here and look at... Scrap that. That's gonna be food. Scrap. No. Gross. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, steel arrowhead. I guess we'll keep it. There we go. Oh, we're out of clay. Okay, so we're gonna need more clay for this thing at some point.
There should be clay in one of the chests.
Okay, let me go see if I can find it real quick. Put that up there, put that away, put that away. We have a whole bunch of weird car part things that go in there. Leather, cloth fragment. Honestly, actually, that's better. Yep. Animal fat goes in the food chest? What? Cotton. Put that in there. I don't know. These need to get scrapped. Oh, I see where that goes. Okay, hang on a sec. Put this in the wrong place. And that in the way wrong place. It's disgusting. More brass goes in there. Lump of clay. Awesome. Take this downstairs. Oh, wait a minute. I need to bring some wood with me. We are going to have to collect some more wood tomorrow. Or next stream, whichever comes first.
I was working on that. Chopping down a house.
Oh, yeah. Where do I actually put the clay in the smelting part, or what?
Yeah, same place you'd put the scrap iron or whatever. And then turn it on, it'll melt it down, same as it would do scrap.
There we go. Okay, we're gonna have to let that warm up a little bit. That's fine. We are at an hour and 54 minutes. Let's see. Bitmaster says, actually, I did undergrad work at a university that used to be a military base and grad work at a university that used to be a mental hospital, so either could potentially work for a horror movie. Ooh, that's a little harrowing. Delujo says, Bitmancer, ColecoVision was my first machine / babysitter. Yeah, I had an Atari Next and a VIC-20, folks talk. Folks thought the 64 was too expensive, yeah. Yeah, Bitmancer, I actually had a friend down the street that actually had a Commodore 64 with a tape drive. And we actually had a tape drive for our Atari 800. So there were games that you had to load off of cassette tape, and it would play back the audio and listen and interpret that in code. So there were games that were basically encoded onto audio tapes. And it would take 30 to 40 minutes for those games to load from audio tape. It was slow and boring. So when you were done playing a game, you walk through the whole house and make sure if anybody else wants to play it before you turn it off. It was horrible. Shadowstar's tending to that stuff. So it is fixing to officially be nighttime. You said something over the door? Oh. How did you get the sign made? That is awesome. It says Vaygrim over it. Now the zombies
You can make letters. You can make letters out of scrap iron.
Now the zombies can really find me easily. That's awesome. Oh, the fence got taken down in here too, because it was pointless. The interior fence. Cool. That's very cool. I like that. Thank you very much, Shadowstar. That's neat. Yeah, okay, so we are basically, it's starting nighttime here, but it's kind of at the end of the stream. I can't go too late this evening because I do still have some video editing I have to do. But next stream, how long, remind me, Shadowstar, how long is a day, how long is a night?
1 hour total, so 30 and 30.
Okay, so next stream is going to be the night of the 12th, the day of the 13th, night of the 13th, and it's going to end with the day of the 14th. So we have all of next stream to finish our preparations, and the stream after is going to be the Horde.
The Horde.
The Horde. I thought I heard a scream, but I don't know. You see anything up there, Ferg?
Nope.
Okay. I'm actually going to switch over to face cam real quick. Stay with me. Come on. There we go. Oh, yes. So yeah. An evening of avoiding zombies. There were no deaths this time. No, wait a minute. That's not true. Preacher died. Right?
Yeah, I was close to home and I died.
Yeah.
He died about the same time as Discord did.
Yep. That's why I just looked it up in chat. So Dark Preacher died, and he says, "Oh, hooray! No route error in Discord." I wasn't sure if that caused it. So, but anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for swinging by this evening. Thank you very much for all of my sponsors being here and support of you, the viewers. I do this as a full-time job. Don't forget that. As well as, well, actually, Shadowstar has another job that he does, but Berg and Preacher both do YouTube. Shadowstar, do you put out videos?
I will be shortly.
Okay, there you go. That's your answer. So, yeah, if you go to, actually, Preach, what's your channel URL?
YouTube.com/The Dark Preacher.
There you go. Berg, what's yours?
Same thing, but Fergosaurus Rex instead of the Dark Preacher.
Yeah, so it's youtube.com/Fergosaurus Rex. Shadowstar will have his up shortly. I'm holding him to that now. So next Wednesday is going to be more prep. And then the Wednesday after, it's going to be the Horde. It's going to be the second wave. And people are telling us it's supposed to get really bad. So we'll see. I don't know. I can see 7 Days to Die clipping out my poor CPU. I'm going to catch you folks later. Thank you very much for joining me. And thank you guys for joining us, joining me again on this wonderful evening. Okie dokie.
Not a problem.
Thanks for having us.
Yep. It's been fun as always. I'll see you folks later. Bye-bye. Ooh, creepy music kicks in. Perfect timing.